Welcome back. So, today is going to be a little bit different than just yoga. With 2023 coming to an end, um, I think that it's important to always reflect back on the year and kind of transition to what we want to call in for this next year. So, we will, this will be a short little movement practice where we will stay grounded and low to the ground, just because I think that when we are grounded, we're more connected to just that sense of where we have been, and we're able to like see a little bit more clearly. So, really just kind of grounding within ourselves, within our breath, so that we can fully clear anything that might be holding us back before we step into the new year. So we will end with a short little kind of meditation to begin to think about what we want to call in. So I recommend I have like a little essential oils here, and just kind of like, to me, scents can help us ground. So getting a oil that you like, I have doTERRA's Cheer. Lately, that's been really resonating with me. So if you want to grab maybe an oil to kind of have a scent for this practice as we move through. And then also just having your journal and a pen close by, because at the end you might want to write down any insights or anything that came to you. So, with that, we will go ahead and begin. Come to a seated easy pose. If you need to lift the hips up on a bolster or pillow or block, please do so. And just take a moment to ground here. So, beginning to bring your attention to this time and this space with which we are at, to the sensations of the body. If there's any spaces of tension, feeling the heaviness of the sit bones, rooting into the earth, the warmth of the hands on the thighs or the lap. And see if you can just soften the shoulders, heart lifts slightly, slight tuck of the chin. And then noticing where your mind is at today. Maybe it feels scattered or you're deep in thought. Wherever it's at, just see if you can kind of bring it to the surface so that you're right here in this present moment. Good. And tuning into the breath, noticing the quality of your breath, noticing the rise and the fall, just kind of tuning into that natural rhythm and ebb and flow, the cyclical nature of life in general. And that life force that courses through all of us. And we'll take one more deep breath here. And just sigh it out. Good. And gently blink open the eyes, just beginning to take in the colors of your mat, the floor. And we will inhale the arms up. And as you exhale, I want you to just shake your hands, just kind of shake it out all the way down. Good. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, just shake. This can be fun. Just let something go here. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more times. And exhale. One more time. And release any energy, anything that's no longer serving you. Good. Take a moment if you feel like you have a little extra. And then when you're ready, bringing your hands to heart center, right hand on the chest, left hand over the right. Good. And just noticing the heart beating in the chest, becoming present. We'll move into a few grounded movements to help us with coming into meditation. So come onto all fours gently, mindfully. Place the hands on the mat. Really, fingers are spread wide. Wrists are under shoulders. Micro bend in those elbows if you tend to be a hyperextender like me. And knees under the hips. Moving in some gentle cat-cow, but I want you to just let this be yours. If you want to start out maybe rocking side to side, just kind of feeling into spaces of tension within the hips, maybe beginning to get into the shoulders. Good. And then we'll come into cat-cow with the rhythm of the breath. On the inhale, looking towards the top of the mat, belly kind of falls towards the mat. And then as you exhale, really round and push the mat away. And maybe you even want to rock the hips back and forth. Again, just finding your expression. Inhale, kind of looking forward. And as you exhale, really round and stretch through the back body. Good. And as you inhale, just imagine that there's a string kind of pulling from your heart center, pulling you forward. As you exhale, that string retracts back up, really pulling you up towards the ceiling. Good. Wherever you are at, we'll do one more. And then we'll come to center, come to stillness. Good. Inhale your arm up, and as you do, just kind of think about what you want to call in. And then as you exhale, really come down to the floor, thread the needle, press that left hand into the mat or whatever hand you used. And just come back to your center, pull the navel up and in. Take a moment to connect with your breath within this posture as we open the back of the heart. And for you to call something new in, what do you need to release? Good. And on your next inhale, lift your arm up. And exhale, come back to center, doing one round of cat-cow, neutralizing through the hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, really round. Good. Come to center. And then inhale that other arm up. Thinking about what you want to call in. Exhale, thread the needle, coming back to listen to a moment of stillness. Pulling the navel in. Connecting with that breath, with the back of the heart. One more breath here. Next inhale lifts you up, arm reaches all the way up. And exhale, come back to center, one round of cat-cow. Good. We aren't going to do a full sun salutation, but we are just going to do one moving through plank, either cobra, chaturanga, and then coming into child's pose. So come into plank, or you can keep the knees on the mat. And I invite you to do your version. So if you want to do cobra or chaturanga, so go ahead, let the body kind of flow here. Just moving slowly, maybe lingering in any spaces. And we'll come into downward dog just for a moment. Fingers spread wide. Heels yearn towards the mat as the tailbone reaches up towards that back corner of where the ceiling meets the wall. Find length through the back of the heart. Good. And then slowly lower the knees. I like to take my knees wide, but you can keep your knees together if you'd like. Toes touching and come back into child's pose. Just making a diamond with the hands or with the arms, letting the shoulders soften. Just taking a moment to reflect on this past year and everything that happened, no matter how difficult, no matter how beautiful it was. Just begin to take a look back. And on your next inhale, we'll slowly begin to lift the body up, coming to our meditation seat. So again, coming to an easy pose. You can find a block or a bolster or pillow under the sit bones if that's easier to sit. We won't be here for too long, but I do want to take a moment to call in as well as reflect back. I think both are very important. So coming to your comfortable seat, wherever you feel most comfortable here. And if you'd like, you're more than welcome to lie down as well. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to keep my hands face down just for grounding. But if you want the palms face up, just notice what feels best. And just begin to settle into stillness here. If you do need to shake anything else out, releasing what no longer serves you, do so now. And as we reflected on this past year, within those reflections, what has come up for you that you are ready and willing to leave behind and let go of? Maybe they're pieces of yourself, maybe some habits, maybe a job or a relationship, whatever it is. What are you ready to let go of? And as you connect with your breath here, really imagining on the exhale that it's just releasing out of your body, out of your system, out of your psyche. Imagine this kind of feeling of surrender that you don't want that anymore. You don't need it anymore for where you are headed. And see if you can just fall into acceptance and surrender and let those heavy things just fall away. And see if anything has shifted within. Maybe, maybe not. And within the spaces of letting go, we're able to create space for something new. So as we enter this new year, life never goes as planned. But if we remain open and intentional, we can co-create the life we desire with the universe, with God, with a bigger source, whatever you may believe in. And I think that when we do set some intentions and then surrender those intentions, we are trusting that our life will unfold as it is meant to for the highest good of us and the highest good of all. So maybe setting an intention or two here that you want to call in within this next year. What do you want to call in? Maybe it's more abundance, more peace. Could even be more emotional stability. Could even be material things, whether it's a house, a new car, whatever it might be. Just see what you want to call in and really visualize the feeling of having that. You already have that within you. Just tap into what that really feels like for you right now as you're about to move into a new year. Good. And then bring the right hand back to the chest, left hand over the right. Just kind of coming back to the heart center, just kind of really integrating all that we wish to call in. And really feeling what it feels like to let go of things that are heavy and that no longer serve us. And coming to a space of appreciation and gratitude for yourself, for all the years behind you, for all the hardships and all the beautiful moments that you've experienced in this lifetime. Just offer appreciation for all of it. And then take a moment for appreciation for what is to come. Trusting that the evolution and the unfolding of our lives really is for our best interest and the best interest of those around us. And bringing our hands at prayer at heart center, just taking a moment to bow and honor yourself, honor this time, honor your intentions. I thank you so much for being here with me in this practice. I send you love and light in this next year and always. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys were able to find maybe a few insights or just kind of feel into what you need to let go of so that you can really move into the person that you want to become and that you are already. Just kind of peeling back those layers. So I do suggest to write any insights. I think the power of writing things down can be very concrete, which helps us feel very clear on what we are wanting, and sometimes that can change even as we're writing. So I do encourage you to journal about what any insights that came up for you. And yeah, if you like this video, please let me know, leaving a thumbs up or something in the comments, and it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe. I put out a new video every week, and if there's anything that you're ever wanting video-wise, please just let me know. And as always, share on lightly in this next year.